Gurave Gautamattaya Tadamattaya Namo Namah Srinandanandanam Vande Radhika Charanadayam Gopijana Samayuktam Vrindavan Manohar Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. So, Premi Canada to Fresco. I offer my obeisances to our Gurudev, our Vishnupati Danti Swami Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Rupanuga Guru Varahadeva devotees. Today's appearance day of Bhagavan Varahadeva. So today we heard the histories of the red Varaha, black, Nil Varaha, and Swet Varaha, different kalpas. So, Bhagavan, can you close that? Bhagavan Narayan in Vaikuntha have unlimited Aishwarya Samagasya Viryasya Yasasasya Gyanu Varanasya Iti Sambhaganam. Close the door. Bhagavan has unlimited fame, strength, beauty, opulence, knowledge, and renunciation. So in Vaikuntha he has unlimited strength, but unless there's someone to fight with, what benefit? And this is also one ras of the 12 rasas. 7 secondary rasas are there. This is beer ras. Many people, there is so much ras in fighting also. Remember at school, if there was a fight, everyone would go to watch. So if there was no ras, no one would go to watch. So Bhagavan, I have so much strength but no one to fight with in Vaikuntha. Therefore the Lord felt some dissatisfaction. And the Uttam Sevaks, the Parishads like Jai Vijay, they also knew our Lord is feeling some dissatisfaction. And Sevak means who fulfills the desire of the Lord. So Jai Vijay had desire, we want to fight him, but to fight him we have to be enemies. If you fight with friends, it's not really fighting. To fight with someone, you have to hate them. But how can we hate him? We are devotees. If somehow we could become demons, then we could satisfy him in battle. So Bhagavan had some desire, devotee had some desire. So Yogamaya fulfills desires of devotee and Bhagavan. So she arranged the 4 Kumaras to visit Vaikuntha. Before the 4 Kumaras were Brahmagyanis, impersonalists. But from their father, Lord Brahma, they heard Bhagavan's Nam, Rup, Guna, Lila. So tasty, so sweet. So Brahma placed some greed in the heart of 4 Kumaras. How can we see Bhagavan Narayan? So with that greed, they went to Vaikuntha. We read in Brihad Bhagavatamrita 7 gates. So this one special thing about children, they can go anywhere, nobody stops them. So 4 Kumaras passed all the gates until they came to the final gate. But that final gate is the abode of Lakshmi Narayan. Maybe Lakshmi Narayan have some maybe intimate pastimes. All cannot enter there. So Jai Vijay stopped them. Hey, you cannot go, who are you? The 4 Kumaras had great greed to see the Lord. When their desire was checked, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, when desire is not fulfilled, then comes anger. 4 Kumaras' eyes became red. Who are you to check us? This is Vaikuntha. The place of no fear, no anxiety, no difference. Here everyone and everything is to satisfy Bhagavan. Only you are here with a discordian mentality. Therefore, you're in Vaikuntha, but you have the mentality of asuras, demons. Therefore, we curse you, take 3 births as demons. So as soon as the 4 Kumaras cursed Jai Vijaya, Narayan himself came out. When they saw his grace, his beauty, especially when they smelled the sandalwood, the tulsi mixed with sandalwood on the feet of Lord Narayan, Tasara Vinda Charanamahmakara. When they smelled this fragrance, they had a change of heart. And Bhagavan liberated them from liberation. Therefore, Bhagavatam again and again, Atmanamas Chamuneo Nigranti Api Kurvanti Oitikim Bhakti Itambuto Gonohari. Sri Hari has such qualities even liberated souls attracted. 4 Kumaras is one example. Then Lord Narayan came, I agree with this punishment. Even if my own hand offends my devotee, I cut it off. So I agree with this punishment. So when the 4 Kumaras saw his Lord Narayan's behavior, so soft, so gentle, so bhakta vatsal, even though he could reverse the curse, he did not. That is nature of even Bhagavan own devotee makes some offense, Krishna gave punishment. Therefore, what was the punishment? He not stopped the curse. Therefore, Jai Vijay being cursed by the power of the Brahmanas, immediately they entered the earth. How? We heard also this morning through Aditi. Kasyap Rishi had 2 daughters. Maharaj told the genealogical parampara. Kasyap Rishi had many wives, I think 11 main wives. Diti, the mother of the demons, and Aditi, the mother of the demigods. Aditi had so many qualified sons like Chandra, the moon god, sun god, Vayu, so many nice sons. So Diti also desired to have child. Therefore, she approached husband Kasyap Rishi at dusk. Give me a child. So Shastra says if wife approaches husband for child, husband cannot say no. It's a sin. Cannot say. But he warned her, Devi, this is not proper time. Especially this Sandhya, this morning Sandhya. And this evening Sandhya, this is reserved for Gayatri, for worship of Bhagavan. It's not even meant for these things. He said, now, Devi, now is not proper time for conception, because Shivji is moving with many ghosts and goblins. And if people have illicit sexual activity at that time, these ghosts he puts in the womb of those women. But because Aditi wanted, because Diti wanted a child and because she was quite beautiful, he could not check himself. Haribol. So he gave her a child. That time these 2 souls, Jai and Vijay, entered her womb and became huge. So 2 sons were born, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakasipu. Both, Jiva Goswami says, actually, when twins are born, the twin that's born second is actually the oldest because he's on top of the womb, the top. So he's first. So anyhow, so 2 children, they became empowered, associates of Bhagavan, therefore so powerful. Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakasipu. Aksha means glance, eye. He was always looking. Where is gold? Money, 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 brighter than sunshine, sweeter than honey. Because all enjoyment follow behind money. If you have money, automatically you have everything else. Therefore, he had great lust for gold. Hiranyaksha. So he was very powerful. So he took all the gold from the earth planet. Therefore, earth planet lost its orbit and went to the bottom, Rasatala. Different kalpa, we heard different kalpas, different Varahadevas. Like this, different pastimes. So Prithvi is very dear to the earth. So Prithvi is very dear to Bhagavan. She's one wife of Bhagavan. So Brahma also found himself cannot do anything. Maharaj explains, if there's some local problem in the universe, some small problem, then everyone approaches Indra, the Devaraj Indra, for adjustment. But something even Indra cannot do, then they approach Brahma. And some things even Brahma cannot do. Because these demons are very powerful, associates of Bhagavan. Therefore even Brahma could not kill them, could not do anything. So he prayed to Bhagavan. So, Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bharatya bharata bhutanama dharmasya tadatmajam sridata. Every age Bhagavan comes to Paratanaya, protect the sadhus, destroy the demons. So Varahadeva, Bhagavan took the form of Varahadeva. So even though Bhagavan, conditioned means who acts according to the dictates of the mind and senses. That's called conditioned soul. Who is affected by the mind and body, who is conditioned, controlled by it. So Bhagavan is not a conditioned soul, but still his Leela is so astonishing. When he comes in a sarup, when he comes in any form, Bhagavan acts according to the nature of that soul. So, like a conditioned soul is forced to act, like we say Mahamantra, don't act like a Canadian, they will be forced to act. So Bhagavan is, even though he acts like that, he seems like conditioned, but he's not, he is transcendental. So pig have one great quality, they detect everything by smell. So, like this truffle? What's truffle in Russian? It grows under the ground, very expensive. Truffle. Pigs find it by smell. Huh? You've never heard of a truffle? Wow, they're very expensive. They grow under the ground like some type of mushroom. But they're hundreds of dollars per piece. But the pigs find by fragrance, by smell. So Varahadeva, to please the demigods, he went to find the earth planet which had sunk to the bottom of Rasatala, the bottom of the causal ocean. Every universe has one ocean. Bhagavan Narayan floats on that. So half the universe filled by water, and the other half is there. So the earth had fallen from its orbit and gone to the bottom of this causal ocean, Garbhadaksam. So Vishnu, how he found the earth? By smelling. Then he came down and placed the earth on his tusk and was swimming to put it again into orbit. Then by his own potency he fixed the earth there. That time Hiranyakasipu Hiranyaksha saw this huge wonderful creature, white, like snow, very beautiful. Normally pig means not so beautiful, but Bhagavan takes any form, always attractive. Many years ago, Gurudev went whale watching. You know whale watching? Then one sannyasi, Prempriyojan, he was criticized, Gurudev. We never heard of Rupa Goswami going whale watching. This guy 4 or 5 years ago never even heard the word Rupa Goswami, and now he's giving. So he was criticizing, we never heard Rupa Goswami whale watching. Then Gurudev heard that. Then Gurudev gave class on Mean Avatar, fish avatar. Mean Avatar, how sweet, how attractive, how beautiful. So Bora incarnation, very attractive. But when Hiranyaksha saw, course, by nature he's demon, opposed to Bhagavan. And therefore he abused, like a hunter puts sharp arrows into the animal, with very strong language he abused Varahadeva. But Varahadeva fixed in his duty. First he fixed the earth. He was not disturbed by the words of the demonic Hiranyaksha. So we heard this morning. Pig, village pig, where are you going? And the Buddha, yes, I am village pig, I have come looking for a dog like you. Dog means Gram Singh. Gram Singh, village lion. We heard this morning. So when the Lord abused, because before fighting you have to abuse. Like we are even in modern day boxing matches, or before they fight they always say something, your mother's like this, your father's like this. Otherwise no biras. Many times we see in Mahabharata, before two heroes fight, they always say something to each other. So this fight between Hiranyaksha and Varahadeva, this was hundreds and hundreds of celestial years. Sometimes it appeared as if Hiranyaksha would win, because he was very powerful. And the Lord appeared to be defeated. Sometimes Hiranyaksha would grab him like this to crush him in his arms, but Bhagavan would disappear. In this way, sometimes it looked like Varahadeva would be defeated, so the demigod, all the rishis, munis, who had gathered in the sky, when they saw the Lord is about to be defeated, they become very worried, because they were cheering for Vishnu. Hiranyaksha was looking, first him, then it's you. So they say, Bhagavan, this lila you finish. The nature of demons at the dusk, Brahma's one night, then they become more powerful. So thousands and thousands of years they fought. In this way, the Lord's desire for biras, for fighting, was satisfied. Then the demigods, the devotees were praying, so Varahadeva killed him just with one slap. So Jiva Goswami comments, Hiranyaksha, he never thought this Varahadeva is Vishnu. He never thought. He just thought, this is like ordinary, some wonderful creature, some pious person who got some wonderful form. But Jiva Goswami says, Hiranyaksha never thought this is Vishnu, this is Bhagavan. He thought this is ordinary, some great soul, but some ordinary. Therefore, even though he was killed, he not achieved liberation, he had to take birth again. There was still so much materialistic mentality. So even he saw Bhagavan but could not understand. So when Hiranyaksha was dead, that time Hiranyaksha had many wives. So they also came running. And when Hiranyakasipu, the older brother, could be, younger brother, I forget. Hiranyakasipu was younger brother. Then he pacified the wives. Well, he was a great hero. He died without turning his back to the enemy, therefore all his sins are destroyed. He will get the position that great fighters attain on the battlefield. Vritasura said, 2 deaths are glorious. The soldier who dies without fear facing the enemy, and the yogi who at the time of death remains unafraid. These 2 people achieve that. And then very wonderfully in the Bhagavatam, Hiranyakasipu giving Tattva Siddhanta to the wives of Hiranyaksha. You read all this in Bhagavatam. He explained the difference between the body and the soul. What tattva is there? No? He said, Hiranyakasipu said, one time there was one great king, his name was Suryagya. He was killed on the battlefield, just like my brother was killed. And Suryagya had many, many wives. They ran onto the battlefield. My husband, my beloved. So much they were attached to their husbands, they were not performing the funeral ceremonies. When someone dies, if they die in the day, you have to cremate them before night time. And if someone dies at night, you have to cremate them before the next morning. That is rule. But they were so much attached, they were not performing the cremation. So Yamaraj himself came there in the form of a child. One thing, children can say anything, no one becomes offended too much. So he asked, oh mothers, why are you crying? What happened? He said, small child, you cannot understand. No. He says, it's true that I am small. If I get some answers, I can attain knowledge. What happened? Our husband is dead. What do you mean dead? Our husband has gone. Then the boy said, what do you mean gone? He is not gone, he is there. See, I found your husband. Don't cry, he's here. Then the ladies were like, we told you you could not understand. The soul has left the body. The soul has left the body. Then just wait, he'll come back. No one comes back from death. Then the boy spoke, Yamaraj, Mahajan. I am not foolish, you are foolish. No matter how much you cry, he will not return. So what is the use of your tears? All ladies became surprised. Who is this small child who can speak such tattva? So you're saying this body is not your husband. The soul is the husband. Yes. So this soul, your husband who has left the body, what did he look like? Was he fat? Was he thin? Was he tall? Was he short? What was he wearing? The lady said, we don't know. We have never seen. Then the boy spoke, you are very foolish. You are crying for someone you have never known, that you don't know. So who is foolish? You do not know the soul who is your husband. You do not know your own soul also. Your own death is certain, but you are crying for the death of someone else. In this way you see in Bhagavatam, Hiranyakasipu gave all Tattva Siddhanta, Atma Gyan to the wives of his dead brother. So Guru Maharaj would say, demons know everything, but not practice in their lives. So, anyway, then Hiranyakasipu became very angry. Oh, this Vishnu must have done this. I will kill him. But how can I kill Vishnu? Vishnu is very strong. So many devotees feeding him ghee and sabjis. He became most powerful. Therefore, to kill Vishnu, I'll also have to do some austerities. Who should I worship? Maharaj was saying the other day, this Bhagavatam also it's called Mohini Shastra. Many people read Shastra but not under Anugati of Guru and Vaishnava, then they cannot understand the real meaning of it. Nati vidu swata katam hi Vishnu durasaya bahirata manias. Prahlad Maharaj said, who have no devotion to Vishnu, even they read the scriptures, they take some external meaning, some wrong meaning. Like the Bhagavatam, you see, Hiranyaksha is saying, oh, Brahma must be the topmost. He is the cause of the creation of Vishnu. He is the creator of Lord Shiva. He is the cause, the beginning of everything. So one may read Bhagavatam, look, it says in the Bhagavatam, Brahma is the topmost. Who's speaking? Hiranyakasipu Vacha. In this way people become bewildered if they read Shastra without Vaishnava's guidance, without Guru's guidance. Hiranyakasipu did fearsome austerities. I will revenge my brother, I will kill Vishnu. So he's thinking like that, he worshipped Brahma for 60,000 years. No, until his body was eaten by ants, just one skeleton was there. Because in Satyuga, as long as bones were there, people could live. In Satyuga. In Kaluga, grains, life is in food grains. One day no chapati and rice, what happens to us? One Janmashtami, how are we? Finished. So he did big austerities, and afterwards, do you know the story? To save his devotee Prahlad, the Lord took another form, that is Nrsingadev. And also a big fight was there between Nrsingadev and Hiranyakasipu. In this way the Lord fulfilled his own desires to fight, and also fulfilled the desires of his devotees. So this Jai Vijay, actually, even though it says they fell, still we read Jai Vijay always there. Only one like expansion fell. They're like Leela for pastimes in this world. The Jai Vijay had 3 births. First as Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakasipu. Then in the pastimes of Ram, they came as Ravan and Kumbhakarna. Then in Krishna Leela, they came as Shishupal and Dandavaka. Krishna killed him just before returning to Braj. In this way, 3 pastimes. And then still not satisfied, again they came as Jagai and Madai. So, really, no one falls for Vaikuntha. You may give the excuse, Jai Vijay fell, but where they fell directly into the pastimes of the Lord. And one thing, they never forget the Lord. Because hate is such an absorption. If you hate someone, so absorbed. Anyway, so that pastime is there. So Varahadeva is Vishnu Tattva. So generally we should fast from grains on the appearance of Vishnu Tattva. The problem is, yesterday is Ekadasi. What to do? If we do not break Ekadasi, or we didn't the proper time of Paran, we lose Ekadasi. So that's why first we worship Varahadeva, respect, then doing pranam, we take something to break Ekadasi. So this is one of the main Dasavatar. Keshavadrita Dasavidarupa. The Sri Krishna himself is Keshav, himself taking these 10 forms. Matsya, Kurma, Vraha, Parasuram, Balaram, who else? Buddha, Kalki, Vamadev, yes, cannot forget it. Anyway, so Bhagavan Krishna himself taking these 10 forms. So, all these forms, they're also development in consciousness. Of course, we have to be very careful using language. Just like Darwin gave this theory, jellyfish became fish, fish became frog, frog became lizard, lizard became something, dinosaur. Then gradation is the development of consciousness. Then monkey, human being, like this. So Darwin had his material theory of evolution. But we see in Vishnu Tattva also one evolution is there. Of course, Om Purnam Purnamidam Purna Purnasya Udachyate. We cannot, all incarnations are complete. Brahma Samhita gives the example, I light one candle, all candles have the same burning power. So all Vishnu Tattva, all are perfect, complete. But still complete, more complete, most complete is there. You cannot see incomplete. Like Gurudev would say, in Dwarka Krishna is complete, in Mathura more complete, in Braj most complete. So in the same way, in Vishnu Tattva we also see some like gradation. First is turtle incarnation, Kurma. Fish can only be in the water, but turtle can be water and land. Then more developed, four-legged, Varahadev. Then there's human but not real human, like half Bhamandev, human but dwarf. So, then Parasuram, human but like barbarian, one type. Then from Parasuram we have the mature human, like Ram. Then after Ram we have Buddha, peaceful human. So in Vishnu Tattva we also see one gradation. Of course, we're using material language to explain something, but Dasavatar, you can see that sequence also. So one may say we are devotees of Radha Krishna, why we need these pastimes of Varahadeva or Matsya Avatar or Kurma Avatar. These also Krishna Avatar. These also Krishna Leela. All Krishna's Leela means this is all Krishna's Leela also. Sometimes when baby Krishna and Balaram would play, first they can only crawl, but when little walking, they would play in the Goshala. Nanda Baba had 900,000 cows. Imagine how much urine and cow dung. So Krishna and Balaram would catch the tails of the calves, who would pull them through the cow dung. Then they would be covered. Then Mother Yasoda would see this, she would become sad. Because who will love such a dirty boy? So they say Mother Yasoda would chastise Krishna and Balaram. You are like little pigs, very dirty. Then Krishna would laugh. Yes, Mother. How do you know my Janma Patra, my astrological chart? Before I was pig. But Yogamaya Yasoda cannot understand what Krishna is saying this way. She would just laugh. Again would clean him, again new decoration. And these are all pastimes of Krishna. Because this Mahapuran, Srimad Bhagavatam, 10 subject matters there. So all these history is not there, then it cannot be Mahapuran. So by hearing all these, Bhagavan appear in any form, but he's not conditioned. He accepts the form of a boar, but he's not like us, changing bodies. This boar incarnation is eternal. And mercy of boar incarnation also can get so much mercy. Gurudev told the story in Navadvip. There in Param Gurudev's temple, there's a big statue of Varahadeva. So in Satyuga was one Brahmin also living in this Koladvip. Kol means pig. Koladvip. So Varahadeva, he's eternal, so all yugas people worship him. So in Satyuga, while living in Navadvip, one Brahmin was worshipping Koladev, Varahadeva. But he was also a great knower of the Shastras, so he knew Bhagavan will appear in Kali Yuga in this same Navadvip. So he prayed to Varahadeva, I want to see that charming form you take in Kali Yuga. So Varahadeva smiled and showed him his form as Gaura Hari. Therefore you go to Koladvip, Param Gurudev's temple. Who's on the left? Varahadeva with Lakshmi. And Radha Krishna, then Mahaprabhu. So mercy of Varahadeva also some place can give, their blessings can give. Therefore to neglect any Bhagavad avatar is one neglect of Krishna. So this Varahadeva also many tattva he spoke. Especially these 6 Sattvic Puranas, Varaha Purana most famous. If you read that, it's so much exclusive, glorify the Dham. Maharaj told a little bit today when Varaha was coming, that he rested the earth planet here, near Vrindavan, Varahagat. At first the Prithvi had some pride, I am most dear to the Lord. But when she saw Vrindavan, her pride was crushed. So the Varaha Puran described, even though everything is dissolved, this Vrindavan, this Navadvip Dham is not destroyed. When I was in Mathura, then we would go collecting every Dwadasi, collect rice, dal, sabji. Then there was Mathura Devi, one Brahman was there. Then he was reading one scripture, I asked him, what is that? He goes, that is Varaha Puran. And he was describing to me all these things in Varaha Puran. They described the eternality of Navadvip, Vrindavan. Even though this place looks like an ordinary place, part of Uttar Pradesh or part of India, it's not. Actually, this is one of the 10 offences to the Dham, to consider Vrindavan, to consider Navadvip part of India. It's not. To measure the Dham, how big is Vrindavan? This is all one type of Dham aparad. So, everything is destroyed, but this Navadvip, this Vrindavan never destroyed. Like when Gopakumar, he would go to different planets, Swarga, Janalok, Tapalok, millions and millions of years. When he would come back, he saw everything change, but Vrindavan, nothing changed. Everything same. So, Varahadeva won mercy. And we can also a little bit stay in this place, we can a little bit understand. So one can say, but Varahadeva ki. You want to speak something? Come on, Maharaj. We have a few minutes. You want to speak?
I don't think I can add too much.
Our knowledge is a little shrunk.
When Raha picked up the earth, it was a round ball, right?
Yes, you'll have to ask Giridhari that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,